Welcome to Creative World. In this video, we will solve Chapter 2 Learning Assessment E2.32. While solving this problem, we will be using Kirchhoff's current law. This law states that all currents entering to a node is always equal to currents leaving from that node. According to this law, a cumulative current on a node inside an electrical network is always equal to 0. Summation of all entering current is always equal to summation of all leaving currents. We also will be using current divider rule. Basic equations of currents I1 and I2 for this particular circuit is provided here. Now move towards the problem. Learning assessment E2.32. Calculate voltage V0 in given below figure. This is the circuit diagram of given problem. We have to calculate the value of voltage across this 12 kilo ohm resistance labeled as V0. So without wasting time, let's proceed towards solution. This is a parallel circuit. It contains only two nodes. One node is reference or ground node. All currents entering and leaving from other node will be taken with the reference of this reference node. Now we will try to simplify the circuit. These two current sources are entering to this node having the values of 6 mA and 0.5 Ix respectively. This Ix is current through this 4 kilo ohm branch. Currents of both sources are entering to this node, so the values of both current sources can be added together and form a single current source that will have the value of 6 mA plus 0.5 Ix. So replace these two current sources with a single current source that have the value of 6 mA plus 0.5 Ix. At this stage, these two resistances are connected in parallel, so we can find their equivalent resistance by using the equivalent resistance calculation formula for two parallel connected resistances, that is the product of both resistances divided by the sum of both resistances. In this case, R1 is 6 kilo ohm and R2 is 12 kilo ohm, so their product will be divided by their sum. The value of R equivalent will be 4 kilo ohm. Now we can replace these two resistances with a single resistance that have the value of 4 kilo ohm. Up to this point, we have simplified the circuit. Now we can calculate voltage across this 4 kilo ohm resistance, and the voltage across this 4 kilo ohm resistance will be similar to voltage across this 12 kilo ohm resistance because this is a parallel connection. So whatever voltage across their equivalent resistance, same voltage will be appearing across both of these resistances due to parallel connection. In order to calculate voltage across this 4 kilo ohm resistance, we should have the value of current through this branch. Right now, we don't have the value of current through this branch. So first we will try to calculate this branch current. Later on, we will be able to calculate voltage across this resistance using Ohm's law. We can implement Kirchhoff's current law on this circuit diagram. Kirchhoff's current law states that summation of all entering currents on a node inside a circuit is always equal to summation of all leaving currents. In this case, two currents are specified with their direction. Current of this current source is entering towards this node, while the current of this branch labeled as Ix leaving from this node. But the current of this branch is not labeled. So we will assume this branch current is leaving from this node and it will be labeled as I2. Now we can place the entering and leaving currents inside this Kirchhoff's current law equation. Entering current is 6 mA plus 0.5 Ix, while the leaving currents are Ix and I2. This equation contains two variables. One is Ix and the other one is I2. So in order to make a single variable inside this equation, we will try to place the value of I2. And in order to calculate the value of I2, we will use current divider rule. Basic equation of current divider rule for this particular circuit is provided here. I2 is this branch current, R1 is 4 kilo ohm, this 4 kilo ohm resistance, R2 is also 4 kilo ohm, and IT, that is total supplied current, is 6 milliampere plus 0.5 Ix. Now place these values inside this equation to calculate the value of I2 and solve this equation. Value of I2 will be 3 milliampere plus 0.25 Ix. Now place this value of I2 inside this equation. I2 is replaced by its value 3 milliampere plus 0.25 Ix. Open the brackets. This minus will multiply with 3 milliampere and it will become minus 3 milliampere. Similarly, this minus will multiply with plus 0.25 Ix, it will become minus 0.25 Ix. Solve this equation by separating variables from constants. The summation of all variables will become minus 0.75 Ix and the result of 6 milliampere minus 3 milliampere will become 3 milliampere. Now place this variable on the other hand side of equal to make it positive. 0.75 Ix is equal to 3 milliampere. Divide on both sides with 0.75 to calculate the value of Ix, that is 4 milliampere. Up to this point we have calculated the value of Ix, but we are interested into the value of I2. So we can place the value of Ix inside this equation to calculate the value of I2. That will be I2 is equal to 3 milliampere plus 0.25 multiplied by 4 milliampere. The value of Ix is 4 milliampere. Solve this equation to calculate the value of I2, that is also 4 milliampere. Now we have the value of I2 along with its direction. We can calculate voltage across this 4 kilo ohm resistance. Current is entering from positive terminal and leaving from negative terminal. So using Ohm's law, voltage across this 4 kilo ohm resistance will be 4 milliampere multiplied by 4 kilo ohm. Current is taken with positive sign because it is entering from positive terminal of this resistance. Multiply these two values together to calculate the value of V0, that is 16 volt. So this was learning assessment E2.32. Thank you. See you again in next video.